Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another unboxing video. You guys really liked the last unboxing video that I posted, so this is gonna be very exciting. Okay, so I ordered a plant from a nursery called Carnivero. They're not sponsoring me. I wish they were, but they're not. But yeah, I got this plant. It's just very special. It's a very special plant. It's actually a cross. Technically, you pronounce it a cross. You say I can't speak. It's actually a cross, a hybrid between two species. But this is very exciting. Ooh, they put some peanuts. So one note, I removed the sticker, obviously the address. One thing I did notice though with this plant is that the box is a little bit squished, and also I did pay for 2-day shipping, and it took 4 days for me to get this plant. So I don't think it's anything to do with Carnivero. I think it has everything to do with how bad the USPS service is. Like, I paid for 2-day shipping and it took me 4 days. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Let's see. Also, like, why do they squish my box? Like, did you sit on it or something? Those people? No. I do think Carnivero should have put a sticker on it that said live plant. That might have prevented the box from being sat on. See, I bought from this nursery called Red Leaf Exotics, and they put a sticker that says live plant, and I think that really makes a difference. You know, people are not gonna sit on a box that says live plant, but they might sit on a box that doesn't have anything on it that says live plant. Rant over. Okay, so let's see. They have a bunch of packing peanuts, which is pretty good so that the plant doesn't come in too damaged. Here it is. This is my Nepenthes Hamato times Edwardsiana. See that? Can you see the cross? Hamato times Edwardsiana. So Nepenthes Hamato is an intermediate plant, meaning that you can grow it in household temperatures. Nepenthes Hamato is from an island called Sulawesi. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Sulawesi. Sulawesi? Sorry. Anyways, it's from Sulawesi. And the plant likes to grow in mossy forest, it likes shaded conditions, and it tends to be really good as a houseplant. And a lot of people grow it on windowsills. I happen to grow one on my windowsill. I'm growing Nepenthes Hamato from Andreas Wistuba. It's clone number 2. It's a proven female, and I'm growing that on my windowsill, and it's doing really good. It grows a little slow, but it's doing good. And then the second part of this cross is Nepenthes Edwardsiana. And I have a Nepenthes Edwardsiana, and I might actually post the unboxing video after this one. I just forgot to edit it. But I have the unboxing video for that one. But Nepenthes Edwardsiana is an incredible pitcher plant. It's actually native to Borneo. It's also an intermediate plant, and it can do well in household conditions. And Nepenthes Edwardsiana is so beautiful. My plant's doing so good. It's made pictures, it's growing so nice, and it has these thick beautiful leaves with some endomentum on it, some hairs, and it's just so pretty. And the pitchers can be up to like 20 inches tall, and they have this big peristome. That's the pitcher lip. They have this big peristome with red teeth on it. I think it's just called teeth, the little teeth on it. But yeah, it has this beautiful coloration. It's usually pure red, but then there's some green colored pitchers that grow high up on the canopy, and then there's some orange pitchers. It's very beautiful. But that's a very special plant. So when you combine Nepenthes Hamato, which is also very special, it has these beautiful teeth, and they're colored black and purple, and it has these beautiful pitchers that almost look like they're fake. They look like jewelry. When you combine the two species, Hamato and Edwardsiana, you get this clone. It doesn't have a name yet. They haven't named the clone. You know, usually they name clones like Nepenthes Miranda, which is Northiana times Maxima or something. But yeah, they usually name them, but this one doesn't have a cultivar name. But right now it's just Hamato times Edwardsiana. I'm gonna call it Hamato times Eddie. It's a lot easier to say. Anyways, let's open this. Yeah, I hope I'm careful while I do this. But yeah, these are basically pitcher plants. This is a pitcher plant. It's a Nepenthes. It's an old world pitcher plant, very different from the new world pitcher plants, which are the Sarracenias and the Helianthorus. This is an old world pitcher plant, Nepenthes, and they are very advanced when you compare them to the other pitcher plants. They're very, very special. Like they have very complicated leaf morphology. They have very specific symbiotic relationships with different animals. They have pitcher and fauna, which is basically the relationship between certain insects and the pitchers. Like there's certain mosquitoes that only lay their eggs on certain pitchers, and there's a symbiotic relationship in which the mosquito larvae break down the decaying bodies of other insects, and then that feeds the pitcher. There's Nepenthes that only eat leaves, like Nepenthes ampullaria. It evolved to grow underneath the canopy of trees and in shaded conditions, and it evolved to have a big mouth with a very small lid so that it can catch the leaves that fall down from the trees. And that's, I believe the name for that type of feeding mechanism is detrivore, or I think that's what it is, a detrivore. But yeah, that's Nepenthes ampullaria. Then you have Nepenthes bicalcarata, which evolved to have a relationship with ants that live in the hollow tendrils. And you have Nepenthes lowii, that evolved to have a relationship with the tree shrew and certain birds, which they eat the pitcher exudate, which is this white sweet substance that grows on the pitcher lid. And it has laxative properties, and when a tree shrew is eating it, the tree shrew will actually into the pitcher body, and then the pitcher will digest that and take in the nitrogen. And nitrogen is very difficult to get in the wild. You know, nitrogen is not an easy thing to get when you're a plant that grows in very poor, nutrient poor environments. So yeah, Nepenthes lowii evolved that way. So did Nepenthes raja. Some Nepenthes have been recorded to digest bigger animals like mice. And Nepenthes truncata is well recorded for that, and a lot of the Nepenthes truncata hybrids have been known to digest larger mammals like mice and even rats. A famous cross that does that is the Nepenthes lowii times truncata giant from Exotica plants. It's been recorded eating actual mice. And I suck at opening these things. Nepenthes in general, depending on the species you get, they're either highland growers, intermediate growers, or lowland growers. The highland plants usually grow in high elevations up on mountains in the tropics, and those need hottish days but not too hot. They need good lighting, and they need a nighttime drop. They need the temperature to drop, and they also need high humidity. Those are a little bit difficult to grow. The easiest to grow are the ones like this, intermediate Nepenthes. They grow in elevations that are very similar in temperature to what you would experience inside your house. Comfortable days, comfortable nights. And they can tolerate wider swings in humidity than the highland or the ultra highland plants like Nepenthes villosa that grow so high up that you have to give them like 50 degrees Fahrenheit at nighttime every day, or even more. Like you would even have to have them at like 40 something degrees Fahrenheit. You would need to modify a chest freezer to grow Nepenthes villosa successfully. There's people that grow it on windowsills, but I haven't seen a single case of somebody having a full flowering specimen growing in windowsill conditions. So that's the thing. But yeah, the intermediate Nepenthes are able to grow in household conditions relatively easy. Then you have the lowland Nepenthes, like Nepenthes ampullaria, Nepenthes rafflesiana. Those are able to grow in lowland conditions, so they grow at lower elevations, and they grow in these very gross, hot environments, hot and swampy. Usually they don't take as much sunlight as the highland species. They like it a little bit darker, and those plants tend to grow faster, and they tend to have thinner leaves, so they tend to need very high humidity. So unless you live in like Florida, which is like literally a swamp, it's gonna be annoying to grow lowland plants in household conditions successfully, especially in the winter, where you would have to provide supplemental heating, and when you provide supplemental heating, you actually decrease your humidity. So yeah, anytime you increase heating, you're likely to decrease humidity, and these plants need high humidity, so it's like a never-ending battle with humidity and temperature. But yeah, that's basically the thing for Nepenthes. You have to make sure that you know exactly what plant you're getting and at what elevation they grow in the wild. Or if you're getting a hybrid, it's good to get a hybrid that has either a lowland and a highland species in the cross, or it's pronounced grass, I think grass. The other word for cross, I think it's a grass. Anyways, yeah, you have to make sure that there's a lowland parent in the mix and a highland, so that you can get like an intermediate plant, one that's very comfortable growing in different temperature zones. Or you get two plants that are intermediate, like this one. So it's a bit easier to grow indoors. Man, this is very well packed. It's like taking forever to take it out. Oh my. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. So how do I do this? Okay, let's see. Yeah, Nepenthes in general don't like to be waterlogged. They like to be a little bit wet at all times. Never really let them dry out, but you also don't want them to be soaking wet, because then the roots will rot. And these are great orchid companions. You can grow them alongside your orchids, your phalaenopsis, your pragmipedilums, your frags. They will grow well together. They're great companions. I like to mist my Nepenthes 3 times a day. I just try not to get any water onto the growing tip, because these are monopodial plants, and if you rot the center of the plant, then your plant's basically done. Unless it grows from a dormant bud, which is very risky to place your bets on. It might not do that, and then you just lose your plant. And these plants tend to be expensive. I mean, this one was expensive. This one was $284. Expensive. But I've been waiting for a while for this hybrid. And see, the person that made this hybrid lives in Germany, and he charges a little cheaper, but he takes forever to ship his plants. It's Andres Westuva, and I'm very impatient. So I got, also his plants ship very small. This is a much bigger plant. I know you're gonna be like, it's already so small. Yeah, he ships the plants like tiny little things, because they're straight out of tissue culture, or they're freshly germinated. Yeah, and then you have to pay expensive shipping because it comes from Germany, and you have to pay for the phytosanitary permits and all that stuff. But here we go. I unpacked it. So this is, can you guys see it? Nepenthes Hamato times Edwardsiana. I don't know if you can see it really well, but it has little teeth on the pictures and little hairs on the lid like Nepenthes Hamato. So like looking at it closely, I can see that it has very strong Hamato influence in the picture morphology. It's very nice. Very happy with this plant. So this is growing in a very mossy substrate with lots of perlite, so it's going to have good drainage and good water retention, so that's good. And I'm just going to leave it in this little rose pot until it gets bigger, and then I'll transplant it into a bigger pot. They don't have very big root systems. They're very insignificant root systems, like most carnivorous plants. You know, unless you're talking about like serracenias, which basically grow these long, giant rhizomes, like kind of like a ginger. But yeah, it's a tiny little plant, and hopefully it grows a lot faster than the parents that tend to grow very slowly, and it has more vigor than the parents. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something from my little Nepenthes hybrid over here. It's very pretty. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spin. Let me turn on this light. Maybe this will make a little difference. Let's see. Well, about to stop recording. I'll be right back. Yeah, the battery was running out. But here you go. Let's see. I'm a little closer. Maybe this helps. Let's see if we can focus on the picture. You guys see that? Let's see. Maybe this one might be better. Alright, so that's in focus. See the pitcher? Do you see the little teeth on the pitcher lip, on the peristome? That's very reminiscent to Nepenthes Hamato and Nepenthes Edwardsiana. They both have very toothy pitcher lips. See, this one's a pure green pitcher. Yeah, that's... Hopefully as it ages, it doesn't keep the green pitchers. I would like them to be a little darker. You know, because you can't really see them very well if they're all green. But yeah, see that? It's a beautiful plant. Very happy I got it. Oops, I'm not in focus. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'm gonna go put this with the other Nepenthes so that they grow together like a happy family. Yeah, when you keep plants together, they increase humidity, relative humidity around them, and they actually grow a little better. Because they're all, how do you say? They're all adding to the humidity. They're all cooperating with the whole we need high humidity situation. They're adding to the humidity and helping each other out. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Man, I'm so awkward today. I hope you like this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.